You've been lied to your whole life about money. Because if you still believe that the path to wealth is go to school, get good grades, work hard, save money, and retire at 65, you will never be wealthy. And the worst part, you've been taught this by people who aren't wealthy themselves. Think about it. Your parents, your teachers, even society, they all told you the same story. Get a stable job, live below your means, put money into a savings account, and someday you'll be financially free. But look around. How many people who did exactly that are actually wealthy? Not comfortable, not surviving, wealthy. The truth is, that system was designed to create good employees, not wealthy individuals. It was built during a time when pensions existed, inflation was low, and staying at one company for 40 years made sense. But today, your savings account loses value every year to inflation. Working harder only means paying more taxes. And college debt can trap you before you've even started your life. So let me be brutally honest. If you're still trading time for money and saving whatever is left, you'll never be wealthy. Because the rich don't play that game. They don't save for 40 years, they build for 5. They don't work for money, their money works for them. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how wealthy people actually think about money. And it's the complete opposite of what you were taught. By the end of this, you'll understand why saving alone keeps you poor, why working hard isn't the answer, and how the rich use a system, not a salary, to build freedom. Because here's the truth. The rich don't ask, how much does it pay? They ask, how much will it make me without me working for it? They don't say, I can't afford it. They ask, how can I afford it using assets, not my hours? Maybe you've done everything right. You saved your money. You worked overtime. You even went to college because everyone said it was the smart thing to do. But now, you're stuck in a cycle: bills, debt, stress, and you're wondering, if I did everything they told me, why am I not free? Because you followed a plan designed to make you safe, not wealthy. So in the next chapter, I'll break down the mindset shift, how poor and middle class people think about money versus how the wealthy do. Once you see the difference, you'll never look at money the same way again. Most people think the rich are just lucky, born into money, or smarter than everyone else. But the truth is, their biggest advantage isn't money, it's mindset. How they think about money is completely different from how you and I were taught to think. From a young age, we're taught one thing: go to school, get a job, trade your time for a paycheck. But here's the problem: you only have 24 hours in a day. If you don't work, you don't get paid. And that is the exact opposite of how wealthy people operate. People with a poor or middle class mindset believe money is something you earn and spend. They get a paycheck, they pay bills, maybe save a little if anything's left. Then the cycle repeats. This is why people work their whole lives and still worry about money. They also believe saving money makes you rich, but in reality, inflation is rising faster than your savings account. That safe and smart habit might actually be making you poorer every year. Now, here's how the rich think. They don't work for money. To the rich, every dollar is like an employee. Its job is simple: go out, find more dollars, and come back with friends. So instead of asking, how much does this pay me? They ask, how much will this make for me even when I'm not working? This brings us to the key concept wealthy people live by: assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money into your pocket. Think rental properties, stocks, businesses, online income. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. Fancy cars, expensive homes, credit card debt, even if they make you look rich. Poor mindset: I got a raise, time to upgrade my lifestyle. Rich mindset: I got a raise, time to buy more assets. Imagine two people both make $5,000 a month. Person A pays bills, buys new clothes, saves a little. Person B pays bills, but puts $1,000 into assets first: stocks, index funds, maybe a small business. After a year, person A has nothing new. Person B has a growing machine that makes money even while they sleep. Same income. Different outcome? Why? Mindset. So now that you understand how the rich think, It's time to see how they organize their money. In the next chapter, I'll show you the simple system wealthy people use, the 3 buckets. They divide every dollar into protection, growth, and freedom. Now that you understand how the rich think, it's time to see how they manage their money. Because here's the truth. Wealthy people don't just make money, they organize it in a way that protects it, grows it, and lets them enjoy it without going broke. And they do this using a simple system called the 3 money buckets. Bucket 1, protection. Keep what you earn. This is the first thing the rich focus on, not making more money, but protecting what they already have. Because what's the point of earning millions if one emergency wipes it all out? This bucket includes emergency funds, usually 12 months of living expenses. Insurance, health, property, life, business, legal protection, and trusts, paying off high interest debt. Think of it like building a strong foundation under your house. Without it, everything else can collapse. Most people skip this step. They live paycheck to paycheck, one accident or job loss away from disaster. But the wealthy, they make sure a crisis can't destroy their future. Bucket 2, growth. Make your money work for you. Once their protection is in place, wealthy people move to the second bucket, the growth bucket. This is where the real wealth is built. This bucket includes investments like index funds and stocks, rental real estate, owning or investing in businesses, side hustles with scalable income. The rich don't save money, they plant it. Every dollar in this bucket is like a seed. You put it into the ground, water it, and over time, it grows into a tree that gives you more money. Here's the rule the rich live by. Invest first, spend what's left, not the other way around. Even if they buy luxury, it comes from profits, not their paycheck. Bucket 3, freedom. Enjoy without guilt. This is the fun bucket, but only after the first 2 are filled. This is where lifestyle spending happens. Travel, cars, designer clothing, dining out, entertainment, gifts, hobbies, and personal enjoyment. But here's the difference. The poor spend first and hope to save later. The rich invest first, protect their money, and only spend what's left guilt-free. They don't drain their savings for a vacation. They let their assets pay for it. So here's the wealthy formula in one line. Protect what you have. Grow what you keep. Enjoy only what your money produces, not what you earn. That's why rich people stay rich and why most people stay stuck. Understanding the mindset and buckets is powerful. But now, I want to show you exactly how wealthy people make money move. Because rich people don't just earn money, they circulate it. And this cycle is what separates rich for a moment from rich forever. The system is simple. Earned invested cash flow reinvested. Let's break that down. Step 1, earned money, where it starts. You and a wealthy person both get paid. Let's say it's $5,000 a month. Here's what most people do. Rent or mortgage, bills, groceries, car payments, maybe save a little. If anything's left, then spend the rest. End of the month, back to zero, start over again. The wealthy do something completely different. They pay themselves first, but not into savings, into investments. Step 2, invested. They buy assets, not just comfort. From that same $5,000 paycheck, here's the wealthy formula. 20% $1,000 growth bucket investments, 10% protection bucket, emergency fund, insurance, remaining 70%, $3,500. Living expenses, that $1,000, they don't save it. They put it into assets like stocks, REITs, index funds, or a small business idea. This is the moment their money stops being just paper and becomes a worker. Step 3, cash flow. Money that comes back without working. That $1,000 investment now generates passive income. Maybe it brings in 8% a year, that's $80 every month. Small, right? But next month, they invest again and again. After 1 year of investing $1,000 every month, that person has $12,000 invested, around $960 a year in passive income, and their investments keep growing automatically. Meanwhile, the average person, still at zero, still starting over every month. Step 4, reinvested, the wealth loop. Here's where real wealth happens. The rich don't take that $960 and go shopping. They reinvest it, they send the money back into the system, earned invested cash flow reinvested. Over time, the passive income grows bigger than their monthly expenses. And that's when they are truly financially free. The simple difference. Average person, earn, spend, try to save, repeat. Wealthy person, earn, invest, cash flow, reinvest. Spend only from profits. One system keeps you stuck. The other builds wealth while you sleep. But here's the truth. Rich people don't keep piles of cash sitting in checking accounts. Why? Because money sitting still is money losing value. Inflation slowly eats it away. Average person mindset. I'll save money in the bank until I have enough to invest. Rich mindset. I invest so my money grows faster than inflation. They only keep what they need for emergencies. The rest, working in assets. Mistake 1, buying liabilities before assets. You've seen it. Someone gets a raise and immediately buys a new car or bigger house. It feels like success, but it's actually a trap. Liabilities take money out of your pocket every month. The rich don't reward themselves with luxury until their assets can pay for it. For example, Tom gets a $10,000 bonus. He buys a new car with monthly payments. Sarah gets the same bonus. She invested in a rental property. A year later, Tom has a car that's losing value. Sarah has a property paying for her car. Same money, different mindset. Mistake 2, relying on one income stream. Most people depend on one paycheck. Lose the job, lose everything. The wealthy see this as dangerous. They build multiple income streams, business income, rental income, dividends from stocks, side hustles, or digital products. One income is survival. If you want to become wealthy, sometimes it's not about what you do. It's about what you stop doing, because the truth is, rich people avoid certain money mistakes like the plague. And most of us, we make them every single day. Mistake 3, keeping all their money in the bank. Banks are safe, right? That's what we're told. Multiple incomes is freedom. Mistake 4, waiting to invest until I have more money. This one keeps people broke for life. I'll start investing someday when I earn more, but someday never comes. Rich people know you don't need a lot to start, you just need to start. Because time in the market beats timing the market. They invest $100 early rather than waiting to invest $1,000 years later. For example, Jack waits 10 years until he has enough. Emma invests small amounts right away. By the time Jack starts, Emma's money is already growing on its own thanks to compound interest. So remember, it's not just about what the rich do. It's about what they refuse to do. Keep all their cash in the bank. Buy liabilities before assets. Rely on one income source. Delay investing because it's not the right time. In the next chapter, I'll show you the habits you can copy today. Simple things that turn this knowledge into real progress. By now, you understand how the rich think, how they organize their money, and what mistakes they never make. But knowledge alone isn't enough. The only thing that creates wealth is action. So in this chapter, I'm going to give you copyable habits that you can start today, no excuses. Habit 1, budget like the wealthy. Most people think budgeting is boring. But here's the truth, it's your first step to freedom. The rich don't just track expenses. They allocate every dollar into buckets. Protection, growth, freedom, daily action. Write down your income and categorize your spending into these 3 buckets. Even if you earn $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month, the system works the same. I had a friend earning $2,500 a month. Once she started allocating just 20% to investments every paycheck, she created a small but growing money machine within months. She didn't have to earn more, she just organized better. Habit 2, invest early and often. This is the single most powerful habit the wealthy have. They don't wait to have more money, they invest small amounts consistently. Weekly action, set up automatic transfers to an investment account, Even $50 per week adds up over time. Example, investing $50 a week at an average 10% annual return for 20 years equals over $200,000. You don't need thousands up front, you need the system. The rich understand compound interest. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Habit 3, automate wealth. Here's the secret. The wealthy make their system automatic. Automatic contributions to investments. Automatic bill payments, automatic transfers to savings divided by emergency fund. Why? Because discipline alone is unreliable. Life gets busy, emotions get in the way. Automation ensures your money works for you without thinking about it. Open a separate account for investments and have money automatically transferred right after payday. You'll never touch it, and your future self will thank you. Habit 4, remove excuses, start small. Most people think they need $10,000 to invest or $5,000 to save. Not true. You don't need thousands. You don't need perfect timing. You just need the system and the habits to follow it consistently. Even tiny actions compound over time. Skipping one unnecessary coffee and investing $5 instead. Allocating $10 per week to a side hustle fund. Reading 10 pages of a financial book each day. It all adds up faster than you think. Start today. Budget your money into buckets. Invest early, no matter how small. Automate your system. Remove excuses. Start small. These habits may seem simple, but consistency turns simplicity into wealth. In the next chapter, we'll give you the final challenge, a reality check that separates people who watch and do nothing from people who actually build wealth. Here's the truth, and I'm gonna be straight with you. Most people will watch this video, nod along, maybe even feel inspired, and then do nothing. They'll close it, go back to their routines, and their money will stay exactly where it is, stagnant, powerless, under their control instead of working for them. Don't be that person. If you're still here watching, it means you're different. You're the kind of person who wants more than just advice. You want results, you want financial freedom, you want your money to work for you, not the other way around. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one habit today and actually do it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. It could be setting up your first investment account and contributing $50, writing down a budget, and splitting your income into protection, growth, and freedom buckets. Automating a small weekly savings transfer. Do one thing today to start building your wealth. That's it, just one. Because here's the secret, the rich already know. Small, consistent actions compound into massive results. A single step might feel insignificant, but when you repeat it every week, every month, every year, it becomes unstoppable. Picture yourself 1 year from now. If you start today, that one small action has already created a ripple. Your money is working for you. Your mindset is shifting. Your life is changing. Now imagine if you do nothing. 1 year later, you're in the same place, wondering why you aren't rich yet. Which path do you want? One small step today or regret tomorrow? If you're serious about this, here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss the strategies the wealthy use to grow their money. Like this video if you're ready to take action. It's a small click, but it's your first commitment to yourself. Remember, knowledge without action is wasted potential. Most people will watch this video and change nothing. Don't be most people. Take control, start building, let your money work for you. The path to wealth isn't some secret or lucky break, it's a system, repeated consistently over time. And the moment you take the first step, you're already ahead of 90% of the world. So take that step right now.